Call the Finance Committee meeting to order. Everybody have a chance to take a look at the minutes.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Claims?
Claims this evening are $900,190.14.
Do you want to clarify the large amount?
The large amount is, we made the insurance payment for 2019 for our workers' comp property liability, and so that is hitting on this council register.
Thanks. I'll move we approve.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion possible action on purchase of 2019 tandem dump box and plow accessories from Universal Truck Equipment in the amount of $116,982.
Yeah, so Mayor, I'll speak to number 4 and number 5 because they're kind of one and the same.
Okay.
We had put this in the CIP, 2019 CIP, as a capital purchase for the Public Works Department. It is a tandem axle dump truck that's outfitted with all the front plow, wing, sander, stainless steel box that we currently have in our fleet. So just looking for approval from the Finance Committee to move forward with this purchase for 2019.
You sure you're not going to need more salt after today?
Ooh, it's yeah, it's rough out there, and we've been calling the supplier, and of course everybody's swamped, so we're trying to make our supply last as long as it can, especially with the snow coming tomorrow. So for those watching out in the public, we try to hit the priority roads and the intersections as best we can, knowing that we're not going to really have a full supply of salt. So we're trying our best to keep the roads as safe as possible. So be careful out there.
Saw our trucks slipping and sliding out
Yep.
there.
Yeah, it's tough.
Grandview, it was.
Yeah, when it happens like that, it kind of flashed over at about 4:30. You can't have enough trucks down on the road to make, or enough material to put down on the road. So yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. So
I'll move we approve.
Second.
Motion and second to approve. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Number 5, discussion possible action on the purchase of 2019 tandem axle truck cab and chassis from Nuss Truck and Equipment in the amount of $76,979.
yeah, so kind of same thing was in identifying the CIP. What I do want to point out to the Finance Committee is we did receive 2 bids for the cab and chassis of the truck. One was from Nuss, the other one was from River States Truck and Trailer. In the packet, one from Nuss was for $76,979. The one from River States Truck and Trailer is actually lower at $72,500. But based upon our current inventory, we had 6 out of our 8 plow trucks are Mack trucks, and just to keep the same kind of stock of parts, interchangeability of parts, we have good service with Nuss, so on and so forth. I would recommend that we continue with going with the Mack truck. It's been a good unit for the city here, and look to continue having that relationship with Nuss.
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Motion and second to approve. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion possible action to award the bid for the 2019 Cooley Road retaining wall project to Will River Company.
Yeah, so if you remember, we bid this out.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is that Willow or who's Will?
Willow
Corrected to Will.
Yeah.
Willow River Company.
All right.
So we bid this out back in December, and the bids that we received were a lot higher than what was anticipated from the engineering firm. So we took some soil samples and rebid it, and the numbers came in considerably less. As you can see, lowest bid was $72,700, and this would be to repair that failing retaining wall along Cooley. That's been a problem here for the last couple of years. So looking to move forward with this project. We had designated $60,000 in the CIP to help fund it. Another $10,000 will come from the sidewalk repair fund to basically replace the sidewalk along that stretch. And then $2,244 will come from stormwater utility to take care of. We're going to add in some stormwater inlets behind the wall to capture some of the runoff coming from the groundwater, as well as some drain tile to kind of direct the water away from pooling up from behind the wall based upon the engineer's recommendations.
So they're doing the work on the sidewalk.
Yep. They'll be replacing the sidewalk along with the wall and then tying into our stormwater structure.
Got it.
Yep.
Just curious, were they able to shut off that spring?
So I sent a letter to the people that were putting up the sculpture itself and told them to cease and desist, and that any future, failing of the wall would be his responsibility, that, the city's going to be repairing the wall moving forward. We would just like for him to stop doing that practice.
So they were able to do it, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, like I said, the engineer incorporated some catch basins behind the wall to capture some of that groundwater that's coming off the bluff. They'll catch in the catch basin, tie it in a pipe underneath the wall into our current stormwater system that runs on the north side of Cooley. So we should be able to capture a majority of that water that's building up behind the wall and causing some of the failures.
Is this replacement going to have the possibility of that running again, that sculpture, or is this?
I don't even want to go there. No.
Whoa. Sounds like I do. I want to hear that.
Maybe a different meeting.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
The after meeting.
When
Yeah.
are they starting? Do you know?
It won't be starting till spring
Spring.
construction. Yeah.
I'll move we approve.
Second.
Okay, motion second to approve. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Discussion and possible action on a letter of engagement with SEH for 2019 GIS updates and hard copy maps.
Yeah, so this is updates to our GIS systems. Utility department is doing some mapping and updates for their water utility, for the sanitary sewers, and as part of that, we have some updates for our stormwater facilities as well. The original mapping was done about 4 years ago now, back in 2014, and we have a bunch of items that need to be brought up to speed and some corrections. So there's about 45 different areas that we want to have mapped out and put into our current GIS system through SEH. So asking for approval to proceed with this project. We'll be taking it out of engineering services, out of the stormwater utility fund. So we have $30,000 designated for projects such as this.
Okay.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion second to approve. Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Discussion and possible action on the purchase of more portable radios for the police department.
I didn't see the more listed on the
Oh,
agenda.
did I read that wrong?
I don't know.
Motorola.
We're going to be trading the old ones. So this is part of the capital improvement plan that we put in for 2019 expenditures. We put it out for bids. We only got one return bid. And that was for the state contract pricing, as well as a $400 trade-in radio, or trade-in for each radio that we will be giving back. I think we had 79,000, and I don't remember the total amount that was budgeted for, but this bid came in 65,514. So I'm asking for permission to buy these radios.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those, or I'm sorry, further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Chief. Future agenda items?
I have two items. Hopefully at the dive team presentation, as far as expenditures will be at our next meeting. And then the second, I would like to review our engineering fee structures and update those.
Okay.
I mean, our contracts with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember what we did for how long.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's approved. Stand adjourned. Thanks, everybody.